portion of this video is brought to you by Ground News. For more information about Ground News, visit the link in the description or wait till the end of this video to hear more from me. Let's be good people. Let's offer as much fairness and charity as we can possibly scrape together. It must be a coincidence. It's merely a coincidence that the guy who showed up to Donald Trump's Madison Square Garden Nazi-like rally wearing a Make America Great Again hat with a Nazi font, it must be a coincidence. We'll get to the coincidence, but this guy, Elon Musk, the same Elon Musk who on Inauguration Day threw up this absolutely not Nazi salute, this same guy, it must be a coincidence that the person he hired to work within DOGE just quit because of tweets about eugenics and racism. It must be just a coincidence, right? Stop giving these ghouls the benefit of the doubt. Stop hand-wringing, if you were one of the hand-wringers, about defending this as something other than what it is. Here's the headline from the conservative Wall Street Journal. DOGE staffer resigns over racist posts. Employee has links to a deleted social media account that advocated for racism and eugenics. Again, coincidence. Nazi hat, Nazi salute. Coincidence that someone in the orbit of Elon Musk we hired to have access to the most sensitive payment data in the entirety of our government. It's a coincidence that that guy also loves eugenics and says racist shit online. A key DOGE staff member who gained access to the Treasury Department's central payments system resigned Thursday after he was linked to a deleted social media account that advocated racism and eugenics. Marco Elez, a 25-year-old who was part of a cadre of Elon Musk lieutenants deployed by the Department of Government Efficiency, they're acting as though that's a real thing. There's been no congressional creation. It's just a thing they call it, and they're actually capitalizing it and acting as though it's a fundamental component of the United States government. Again, it's the Wall Street Journal owned by Rupert Murdoch, Fox News. This fella resigned after the Wall Street Journal asked the White House about his connection to the account. Quote, just for the record, I was racist before it was cool, the account posted in July, according to the Journal's review of archived posts. Quote, you could not pay me to marry outside of my ethnicity, the account wrote on X in September. Normalize Indian hate, the account wrote the same month in reference to a post noting the prevalence of people from India in Silicon Valley. After the Journal inquired about the account, White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt said that Elez had resigned from his role. On Friday morning, he's not Puss, it's Musk. Musk, that was actually a slip. I just mispronounced it, but I'm gonna roll with it. You know, we're loosey-goosey here on the program. On Friday morning, Musk posted a poll to Twitter asking his followers if DOGE should rehire the eugenics supporter, the staffer who made inappropriate statements via a now deleted pseudonym. Within hours, it had amassed more than 200,000 votes, almost 80% in favor of bringing Elez back. In recent days, Elez, whatever his name is, had emerged at the center of a legal battle over access to sensitive taxpayer information and systems the Treasury Department uses to process trillions of dollars in payments annually. Thursday morning, a U.S. District Court judge ruled that Elez could continue to access the department's payment systems, but limited his ability to share the data. Elez resigned later the same day. Elez didn't respond to repeated requests for comment. I wonder why. Look, It's popular in the world of Donald Trump to throw up Nazi salutes and wear hats that are emblazoned with the slogan of the dear leader, "Make America Great Again," but written in a Nazi font. Elon Musk is fond of this. In MAGA world, this is a popular thing. In MAGA world, there is over 80%, over 200,000 responses to, should we bring the eugenics guy back? Should we rehire the guy who loves the attitudes and ideologies of despots and dictators and administrators of genocide of Jews? We should bring them back. Oh, he's being railroaded. That Jesse Dollemore, he's out on a limb. He's connecting dots that don't exist. Are you shocked? It sucks to be right, and we were all right, about things of such import. I no longer give these people the benefit of the doubt. That ended years and years and years ago, and I would impress upon you to stop if you are the type to offer fairness and charity to people like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and Marco Illes. I hope that this will animate you and motivate you to action, to go find a group, to go to indivisible.org, find their website and find a local group, a local protest, a local uprising to voice your opinion. Call the Capitol switchboard, 202-224-3121. Call that number. Tell your representative, tell your senator that we need to absolutely start being an opposition party. That's it. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation, this important conversation. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily@dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this important work in independent media. You can help me create these videos and reach the millions of people I do every month. Click the join button below, see what's involved to become a channel member. You can also go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I am unfortunately on social media. I'm not on this guy's social media, not active there anymore, but everywhere else, I am at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. Be genuine and take care of one another. You hear me regularly talking about Trump's playbook to consolidate power, but his appointment of Kari Lake to lead Voice of America takes his attacks to a uniquely disturbing level. Lake, like Trump, has made a career of attacking journalists and denying facts. She will now be in charge of an independent network whose purpose is to provide unbiased reporting. If you search this story on Ground News, it's laid out for you. Hundreds of articles clearly organized by perspective, and nearly all of them flagging serious concerns about the editorial independence of Voice of America. And yet, the America First crowd continues to call this appointment fair. The rest of us should call it what it is, though: propaganda. Trump knows that controlling the narrative is the first step to controlling the populace. Don't take my word for it, though. Go see for yourself. I use Ground News to help me critically analyze the news, and you should too. When algorithms decide the news you see, it's easy to feel powerless and uninformed. Let Ground News help you get a more complete view of the story. They are the only platform not trying to tell you what to think. For a limited time, you can get the same Vantage plan I use for nearly half the cost. Go to ground.news/Dollemore or scan my QR code to get their top-tier Vantage plan for 50% off, which comes down to just about $4 per month. Ground News is completely independent, nonpartisan, and they are not manipulating algorithms. They also don't show ads on their platform for clickbait. Instead, they organize every story by perspective, highlighting the outlet's bias and credibility, as well as their financial backers, so you know exactly who is controlling the narrative that they're spinning. You can filter out extremist outlets to focus on reliable reporting that actually matters. Think of the time you can save when sifting through biased coverage and misinformation. You might even find a new and highly credible outlet that could use your support. So your Ground News subscription would also protect independent media voices that are daily under attack. We're watching institutions that keep our democracy transparent and accountable crumble right before our eyes. That's why I trust Ground News to make sure the truth never gets buried. You should too.